I'll be discussing the characteristics of fungi. Fungi are eukaryotic, non vascular, non motile, and heterotrophic organisms. Now, what do you mean by each of these terms? Eukaryotic means their cell have a true nucleus. Non vascular means that they do not have pipes like xylem and phloem, which are found in the other plants. Non motile means that they cannot move from one place to another place. Heterotrophic means that they cannot make their own food and they depend on other organisms for their nutrition. An example that we could consider here is mushrooms which grow on dead wood. They absorb nutrition present in the wood. Moving on to the next point, they may be unicellular or filamentous. Some fungi, they consist of only one cell. Example is yeast, while the others are made of thread-like structure called hyphae, forming a network known as mycelium. I have covered this in a separate video, so you may go and watch it. Example here is bread mold, which has a filamentous structure known as hyphae. You can observe this diagram. This is a bread and you can observe the bread mold growing on it. You have the spores, you have the sporangium, the rhizoids, the stolon. So observe the structure. You can also learn in depth by referring to my previous video where I have explained this concept in detail. Moving on, they reproduce by means of spores. Fungi reproduce using tiny structures. These tiny structures are known as spores. Spores spread to air, water, or animals and they grow into new fungi in suitable conditions or in favorable conditions. Example, the powder released from the mushrooms which contain spores. Moving on to the next point, they exhibit phenomena of alteration of generation. Now, fungi may show different stages in their life cycle, including sexual and asexual phases. These stages alternate to complete the reproduction. To understand very simply, fungi can switch between two reproductive methods during their life cycle. Next, fungi lack chlorophyll and hence they cannot perform photosynthesis. We know that chlorophyll is the green pigment that is used to make food by the plants. And since fungi they do not have chlorophyll, they cannot prepare food using the sunlight. That is why fungi depend on dead matter or the host for their food. Moving on, fungi store their food in the form of starch that is known as glycogen. Glycogen is the stored form of food energy in fungi, similar to animals. Now, an interesting fact is that this is one reason fungi are more closely related to animals than plants. Moving on, biosynthesis of chitin occurs in fungi. The cell wall of fungi contain a substance known as chitin. This chitin provides strength and protection. Chitin is also found in the shells of insects and crabs. This is a fun fact. The nuclei of the fungi are very small. Fungal cells contain tiny nuclei which control all the activities of the cell. Even though they are small, the nucleus acts like the control center of the fungal cell. The fungi have no embryonic stage. They develop from the spores. Unlike plants and animals, fungi do not form embryos. They directly grow from the spores into a new fungi. Now, the mode of reproduction is sexual or asexual. Asexual happens without the fusion of cell, usually through spores, and sexual reproduction involves fusion of reproductive cell from the two fungi. This helps fungi survive in different environmental conditions. Some fungi are parasitic and can infect the host. Certain fungi live on living organisms and they obtain the food from them. So these fungi can cause disease in plants and animals. Example is ringworm. The ringworm infection in humans is caused by fungi. Examples of fungi are mushrooms, molds, and yeast. These are the very common fungi that we see. We need to remember that fungi may look very simple, but they play a huge role in nature, right from decomposition to medicines and even food production. Like yeast, they are used, fungi, yeast are used for many purposes, such as bread making, fermentation, alcohol production. So, these are all the uses of yeast. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. See you in next video.